Good morning, ladies and gents. Just finished a 10.10 mile run in my altitude mask. So you gotta excuse me, I'm catching my breath. Came out this morning knowing that I was going to get some work in. I needed to get some work in. I just got my, let me show you, my Mach 6 Hocus. I went into the Dick's Sporting Goods yesterday to grab them. And I don't get me wrong, I love my Speedlands, but for like the road stuff and this track stuff, Hocus just feel comfortable to me. And so it just felt good to go out and grab them. Here's the amazing thing about it. I went into the store yesterday thinking that I was going to spend anywhere upwards of $150 to $200 for some shoes. I talked to the salesman and I was like, yeah, there were certain shoes I was looking for. He said, for some reason, size 13 and 14s the day before, everybody just came to buy those shoes. And so every shoe I kept looking at didn't have size 14. And then I found these Mach 6s and they were on sale for $92. And I was like, let me try. He found the size 14 for me. When I go to the register, they were $76. I was like, arigato. I am filled with gratitude. I also got to meet the good gentleman, Hezekiah. Anyway, so felt really good today. Slow plodding, but I got it done. 10.10 miles in honor of my dad. In the middle of this run, probably about just over 5 miles, I met a gentleman by the name of Justin, and he was walking by the track with his dog Neptune. You'll see them somewhere down here. And he thought I was someone else. I thought he was someone else. But we went to each other just to talk, and we just had a really amazing conversation. And just a really, really cool cool moment. Speaking of money, I'm currently listening to the book called Happy Money. I can't remember the author right now, but a good friend of mine, Napuna, who grew up Buddhist and has similar sort of thoughts on life as I had a great conversation with him last night, and he recommended this book to me to listen to. And so I started listening to it today. It's so funny. I looked for it on my Libby app, said it wasn't available for 3 weeks. And then just this morning, right before I came out, it was available. And I said, you know what? That's a sign. I'm supposed to read it right now. And it's basically the sense of the feelings that we attribute to money, whether it's love or fear, and how we're spending the money. Basically, the idea is that you want your money to smile, that when you're spending it, you're smiling. When you're receiving it, you're smiling, as opposed to having a fear about it or anger or bitterness. I just think it's an amazing concept, and I'm grateful that he recommended the book. Napuna, arigato. Thank you. Now, speaking of arigato, the God wink in all of that for me was, there's a friend of mine from JetBlue. I met him actually just once in person, but we exchanged numbers. And something that he does for me every single day. And if you ever notice any of those Bible verses that you will see on these posts, they always come from him, because he sends me a Bible verse every single day. And every single day I am filled with gratitude. And I get to call him by his name, arigato. And it's amazing. The last thing I want to say, I'm here on the track, and right here in the stands, I met a gentleman. I didn't even get to really talk to him. We just said good morning. He was stopping for a sec to do some exercises, some stretches and things of the sort. And what he ended it up with was just a moment of silence, of meditation, of prayer, what it is. So that's what I'm going to do today, right now in this moment. Arigato.